Your next comedian to the stage is my buddy, Zach Hunt, everybody.
Alright, let's start off with some groundwork. How many of you people were given a proposition of a blowjob when you got here tonight? Show of hands. How many people were asked if they wanted head when they got here? Just fucking me, really? Okay, I got here like an hour early because I'm a dumbass. I like to get here a little early, see the crowd. And the car pulled up and says, sweet, it's probably another comic. No, I didn't recognize him. He came up to the window, I'm like, oh, he's probably asking about the show and shit. I might have some answers for him. He said, hey, you got some ice? Now, for you who don't know, ice is methamphetamine. And I'm gonna say this dude's a psychic, because I've used the shit for 2 years. I've been clean for 7 months, but good call on his part. He could have came up and said anything. He picked the fucking bingo. But then he was like, all right, you alone? Now, for any of you that are retarded, if somebody asks you if you're alone, the answer's always fucking no. The next thing is, all right, duct tape. But then when I said no, he's like, all right, I was smoking weed out there. So he's like, can I have a hit? I'm like, I'll do you one better. You can have it. I'll share this with you. I don't want to share the hepatitis. But then he mumbled something, and I was like, no, I'm good, because whatever it is, I'm probably not going to be fucking on board with it anyways. But then he made sure that I understood. He said, no, I was saying, do you want head? I was like, no, but thank you for the offer. He's not here anymore, because he apparently offered 2 more people in the bathroom. So 2 of you are fucking 3. 3 of you are fucking lying. And we hear a lot about child abuse. Most of you are probably my age, about 30 or older. We all got whipped, right? It didn't break you as a human. When you hear the words, you're not running in fear right now. The only whipping I remember is the one that I laughed at. Because that's when the curse got broke, and my stepdad was like, well fuck, I guess I'm just gonna call you a girl. That's my last straw. But when I look back at other generations, my grandma and all them got the shit beat out of them. They're the sweetest fucking people ever. This generation that has been whipped is the wildest. And I can only say that because my youngest brother is 18, and I'm the one that's fucking threatened for my mom. He's like, I ain't gonna fucking do this. I said, dude, I'll go to jail. I really don't give a shit. I didn't get to talk this way to her. You're not gonna fucking get to do it. But it's weird, because if that's the traumatic thing that we give the children, we don't look at the psychological damage we do when we tell them that all these things are real and then they get shattered, like Santa, the Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny. And I think that's a lot of more psychological damage. We're oh yeah, my bad, we lied to you for 7 years. And a lot of messages are sewn into those things you don't think about, the Easter Bunny. That's about death. When somebody dies, you go to their house and find the treasures. Right? The Tooth Fairy. That's a lesson that if you're really hard and pressed for cash, you can sell body parts for money. And Halloween, that's just a tutorial on how to run to a house, mask, grab the shit, and take off. That's a lesson I'm doing. And have you guys had a really shitty New Year? It's easy to have a good one, but one that really just sours your shit. I said, I did meth for 2 years, and those I slept through, which doesn't sound like a meth thing to do. But the shittiest one I have is the one prior to that, when my girlfriend was in jail for possession of meth and domestic abuse charges. Normal relationship shit. And so I was bummed out. It wasn't a really fun party. So I called an Uber and he picked me up. I'm like, hey, can you run me down to the gas station? I can get some papers. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that for a minute. Pretty cool. And I could come out and he's like, well, you can sit in the front if you want. I'm like, well, I appreciate that, but I paid for the back seat. I want to keep that one. And so as he's taking me home, he's like, I got all this money working 2 jobs. I really wish I could spend on somebody. I said, well, lucky for you, my girlfriend's in jail and commissary is a hot commodity. I think I can make this happen. He said, or a guy. I said, well, it's a dual prison. I don't know how the DOC mail system works, but we can work it out. And then we get to my house, I said, look, I'll just cut this shit. I'll offer you $1,500 if you suck my dick. And that's a horrible way to end a new year, right? But the beauty is, even if that's shitty, the next day is a new year and a new day, right? And what better way to wake up than $1,500? I'm just saying. And like we all know that like racist, like bigoted father we see in movies. It's like my daughter ain't gonna marry no black guy. Probably damn if my son's gonna be gay. He lives in Florida. But like now the bigger ones, like say a son wants to confide in his father. He's like, Dad, there's something I really want to tell you. I don't know if I can, but it's pressing my heart so much. Buddy, I am your father. Like when you was this small, I used to watch you all the time, and now you make me proud. There's nothing you can say that will offend me or make me not love you. All right, Dad. Well, I think I might be pansexual. You stay the fuck out of our goddamn kitchen. Now this morning when you said you made eggs and that was eggs in the pan, was that semen or actual milk? I don't want to have to tell your mom that you made pancakes at midnight because you're going to fucking frenzy. And I'll end on this. You guys remember Casey Kasem? Yeah, because they hear the show all the time like, Casey Kasem, the time when they got there. Like he's dead. Like there were several like rumors, like everybody else. He's like, no, folks, I'm still here, barely hanging, but I got it. But I'm kind of glad he's dead. Could you imagine if we had to read the fucking music we have now? And up 5 spots from number 7 last week. That was Kevin Gates with "Thinking with My Dick." Now, before I get to the number 1 song, I have a letter from a caller. Dear Casey, long-time listener, first-time writer. I'm in quite the conundrum. My mom is being a huge bitch. She saw me vaping in the house, saw me snorting Xanax on the back porch, and I can't use the van anymore. Can you send a little love letter out to my Molly? Let her know I'm still thinking about that wet-ass pussy? Sure thing, Kyle. Here's Cardi B. Wow.